one more match, guys, in the Chinese New Year Cup. Oh my god, it's starting already.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I did, why I did this introduction, man. Best of 5 to close the New Year's Cup for China. The second last Chinese tournament in 2020. And 2 Koreans are stealing the money away from the Chinese organizers. Moon, he is no foreigner in grand finals. Not at all. Especially at the end of 2018. He was pretty much, he could just skip all the early stages. It was a guarantee that he was there. But also in the grand final of WGL Summer, WGL Winter, not really his. In the previous cup we've had this year, the first major this year, he dropped in the quarterfinal with questionable circumstances. But now everything is going according to plan. This is the last game of the New Year's Cup. The winner takes home the big monies. Loser doesn't go empty-handed, and we have a fairy tale story right here. Chaemiko. No one expected him to make it out of the groups. No one expected him to make it out of the round of 8. And no one, I guess, is expecting him to win here. $3,600 would be the biggest success of his career if he takes 3 maps of the greatest of all time. The stats are not looking too good for him, to be honest. He took out Moon twice. Okay. But Moon has 9 wins against him. On this patch, it's 2-0. And the second last encounter was a 7-0 for Moon in the Warcraft survival battle. Chaemiko got closer during WGL Summer in the group stage. It was a 2-1 for Moon, and it was really close. So let's start this. Chaemiko, upper left, Mountain King first, Moon, Demon Hunter first.
Yeah, Moon is going for the hard read here. He's expecting the MK. Almost everyone plays MK and he's trying to hard counter Chaemiko's MK. Yeah, Chaemiko, he's already can feel great with his victory. This is a great statement of his current form, and also not too bad for teams who might be looking to recruit some more players in 2020. But if he can get the victory here, be the champion of this highly, highly stacked tournament, that would be such a monstrous statement.
Yes.
But of
Team
course,
winners disbanded on January 1st. Chaemiko looking for a new one. Can he steal some experience to prevent it from the Demon Hunter? And Remo, it's kind of happening again. We are on Terrana's stand and we get a big donation. 20 euros from Don Dolare. No drinking, sleeping enough. This is not a lifestyle channel. Boys, get your shit together. Thanks for the entertainment and choo, choo, choo.
Thank you very much, man. I'm gonna have some drinks next week. Don't worry.
Demon Hunter getting the last hit here. Pretty flawless creep spot for the greatest night out. On the other side, Invo Potion, double gauntlets. Nice start for the Mountain King as well, which is certainly going to go for an expansion. Tier 2 tech by Moon.
Okay, no Hunters all in. I like that, because that stuff normally never works and is obviously super all in without transition possible. I would like to see Moon going for 2 base, tier 3, and good old Demon Panda.
Yeah. I agree. That is certainly the play here. Mercenaries on both sides, claws for Chaemiko, while the Demon Hunter is moving into the middle of the map. It's of course slowed down a bit, but the damage is still sufficient since Chaemiko is busy. And there is already a Wisp parked in the north. He's far away from a stab though, so that won't be the play.
Kind of surprised there's no footy in the south scouting.
It
Oh wait,
is
there is one.
in the base.
Oh yeah. Also looking for counter expos, and always possible to staff onto that little guy. With the MK, who now has double claws, double gauntlets, plus 21 damage on the MK. His attack speed is pretty low, but still not bad.
Dude, the damage with Bash now is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Moon has to check the inventory and adjust to it.
I would like to see just a right-click battle. MK versus Demon Hunter. Who's gonna win? Not even sure.
It's a lot, like, if you're bashed, you lose a lot of damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is that spell damage, by the way? Does anti-magic protect you from bash? Does somebody know that?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure if it's pure damage or whatever it is.
Donald Trump fan comes in as well with a €5. Huge Chaemiko fan. Sick blocks and surrounds all day. Yeah, that's always been what Chaemiko has been known for. His surrounds and blocks, exactly. Especially in the early game. But in this tournament, it's also showing that his late game power is not to be underestimated. So far, though, the MK hasn't really found any kills at all. Good defensive play by Moon. Time for the boots here, I think. Yep. But that was the last Stormbolt. And Moon has been able to protect his units really well. Up until this point.
Demon Hunter has great damage as well. Also good damage mitigation with the +6. Oh, here comes the bash, though. We saw that it's pretty powerful. That shot will be cancelled thanks to the double piercing damage from range. Can attack this. Oh, is he committing to it? Doesn't seem like it. Bash again.
Block to save the footies.
Yeah.
Bash? Ooh, it hurts.
It really does hurt. I kind of forgot for a while that there's bonus damage on bash. Same as I forgot that there's bonus damage on the grunt upgrade. But yeah, it shows.
Demon not yet level 3, but this merchant is gonna be almost enough.
Ah, the bash damage is physical, like crit. Thanks, guys.
So, what's happening? We have tier 2 coming up for Chaemiko, Lumbermill in the main, getting ready for the macro late game. Blacksmith at the expansion. Tier 3 rush by Moon without a second hero just yet.
And without an expansion at all, so... Kind of screaming for a bear drop like we've seen yesterday in the Night of Mirror. But Chaemiko should find ways against it. Block... Oh, threatens the block and the Demon Hunter is like, ah, no. No, 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 I'm not dealing with your blocking skills. Just go away, I'm fine. And gets another kill. Chaemiko's early is good.
He holds on to the Stormbolt until the staff is used, and then he uses the Stormbolt, and he gets the bigger kill on the Berserker. I would like to see Chaemiko go tier 3, Blood Mage, and
yeah, Blood Mage is certainly the play. To not really dry out the Demon Hunter, but at least have some mana to give it to the Mountain King in critical moments.
Yeah, if the Blood Mage gets to 3, he's absolutely going to win the mana war against the Demon. But if Chaemiko wants to play more decisively, aggressively on tier 2, he could go for an AM second mass caster 70 supply push. Both options are viable right now. What's Chaemiko going for?
Is Moon building a tree somewhere? No, right? It's just creeping. It's a lot of additional gold for the human. And more distraction. He has a lot of units to throw away. And no second hero by Moon, by the way, as well. Power creeping the Demon Hunter. Now maybe going for a panda. For more bears in his build.
And Chaemiko reveals his strategy. Double Sanctum, AM coming. We're staying on tier 2.
Oh.
And probably going towards that 70 push.
Not the biggest fan of this. It's definitely a little more risky, because it has to work.
Oh, that bear would be a great free pick-off. Demon trying to reach for this staff. Oh my god, it's so close. Whew.
Even adding the reju before, so he can pretty much fight right away again. But as long, like, I feel like Chaemiko, as long as he makes sure that there's no expansion, he feels fine. But Moon is coming for the push.
But mass production has already begun. Priests, breakers, rifles. No Sorks yet. And no Wolof at the expo. And no towers. Chaemiko was being a little greedy there, perhaps. Still tons of gold for the human. Love the 140, by the way, in the south. Always looking for that tree. So, in we go. Militia come in from the main as well. Chaemiko is taking this push seriously. And Blizzard first against the bears. Looking pretty good.
Only level 1 for now. Saves pretty much every peasant. Demon Hunter drops low. Has to TP out at one point. He can't be staffed out as there's no second hero.
Oh, Chaemiko didn't set the rally point from his main base production. They're all sitting next to the main.
Oh, that's bad. Reju helping this Demon Hunter out, so there's no TP. He gets out of here. Mana burn again, so Mountain King is only bashing, and here come the reinforcements.
The next Blizzard rains in. Moon can't stay in this for much longer. MK with the invul, save for a little bit. Moon still remaining in here. No slow means these bears are fairly easy to micro.
And the breakers are not stealing the Reju, only now. Stormbolt, okay, gets the mana, gets the bear. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter. Still playing him solo. Surround on that Demon Hunter now with peasants. Can he break out? No rescue on this Mountain King anymore, but he doesn't want to lose 2 bears, so Moon TPs out. And that is now a 20 supply lead for Chaemiko. Yes, he's down a tech, but with mass breakers, this should be a powerful 70 supply spike.
Yeah, I think Moon actually played that really well. Had a pretty good trade there, but my biggest issue here is, in the late game, once Chaemiko does have that 75 supply, how are you supposed to deal with that without a second hero?
That's a good question. No disable, no AoE. Brilliance Aura, of course, helping out a ton now. I feel like, yeah, is Moon going for Zeppelin now? Sobi Mask, also not the greatest. Damage is phenomenal, of course, but a Demon Hunter doesn't need a Sobi Mask.
The town is under siege.
Chaemiko unsure right now where to go. He's been kind of dilly-dallying around at the expansion for a while. Not finding any progress. Could just go for a TP and go creeping somewhere. He has a TP, in fact, already.
It's daytime, so he sees the expansion of Moon. That means he has to act at some point. Pretty fast, I guess. Footman.
And again, Chaemiko is just running one direction, then back, then forth, then back. Bit of indecision, perhaps a bit of experience lacking, judging what the best next move is going to be.
And that should be his first grand final ever in a high-stake tournament. So a little bit of nerves are understandable, even though he played great before. Mana potion, again a big invul potion. Another €5 donation by Chuddy! Bash is pure damage. I thought so.
What's pure damage? Isn't pure damage a thing in Dota but not in Warcraft?
Isn't affected by anything.
So what's an example of that?
Bash.
So nothing else? Just the bash?
Orb of Annihilation.
The player's forces are under attack.
Stormbolt on the Demon Hunter. He has a staff. Getting mana burned here now. Tinker, second by the way. With
Tinker.
cluster rockets. I kind of like that. Rune Braces helps a ton against this Mountain King.
Has to go for the Zeppelin here. He can't quite load everything up, but he can load the most important pieces up. The bears. Oh, the slow.
Not enough anti-air. The rifles are not in range.
Moon is buying time. The expansion about to mine, and of course the Zeppelin drop is inbound.
Yeah, it's so hard. Demon Hunter harassing at the expansion. This is all the routine.
Moon is doing it again, dude.
Moon.
Moon is doing it again.
Priest Dispel only now. Chaemiko is ready for the defense. He's not in position, but he's ready. Going for a gyrocopter now. Defended against the Demon Hunter as well, who's close to 5. These mana burns will hit. And we will see. Oh, that was a big volley. We will see if the choice of this Archmage was the right one.
Yeah, Chaemiko was looking for this big 70 timing, but he's not able to close the game out. And this build certainly becomes weaker in the late game compared to tier 3 with Blood Mage and Triple Hero.
Pure damage is, by the way, not chaos damage. It's two different things. Because chaos damage is, I think, affected by armor and pure damage isn't.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still not sure that pure damage exists, to be honest, but...
It's gonna be such an easy wipe for me at Giannis Canis versus No Problemo for Remo on Thursday. I don't even have to show up and I win.
Good scout from the footy. Sees the creeping in the south, but the MK staffs over. But there's still a Zeppelin, and he just says goodbye.
And there's no orb, of course, to attack.
Players' forces are under
Zeppelin.
attack.
Threatens another attack. He's not towering it up. He's trying to wall off. No tier 3 by Chaemiko still. The gyrocopter sees the Zeppelin and kills it. So these shenanigans are over.
It's a big attack coming towards the expansion. Moon, is he going to TP back to hold this, or what is the play?
It's a huge Congo line. Moon still has some time. There is a TP. Blizzard, of course, prevents repair, so this should be a kill on the expansion. The question is... Oh, okay, here we go. Mountain
Chaemiko's
King.
standing in there, moving back very late. That could have been a disastrous position for him, but it's kind of okay.
Micro's quite hard against the cluster rockets. He's focusing the Tinker right away, but also the Mountain King dropping to 50%. The Bears are now reaching. Needs some slow. Mass the spell everywhere.
Mass detonates. No mana anymore. No slow to control these bears. Crucial usage of the wisps. A supply still for Chaemiko. One more mana burn comes in. Demon's about to hit level 5, and even Mountain Giant now coming in.
The cluster rockets make it hard to move out. No heal scroll anymore, so TP it is. Chaemiko is not losing anything. Okay, maybe 2 units. 80 supply still, though.
Chaemiko should tech right now, in my opinion. It's not necessarily too late for tier 3. He has the resources.
And he goes for it.
Here we go.
Even a single tank again would help so much.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Bloodmage would have been the better play. I think Chaemiko got a little bit too impatient. He thought he could easily close this game out with a 70 push. But Moon, with some really smart, evasive plays, survived, bought time for his tech to kick in, for the expansion to come up, and to level more and more.
Experience moves towards Moon. Now level 3 for the Tinker. Don't underestimate the Rockets.
A player's forces are
They
under
have won games for Lawlight already. No TP, just the staff. Claw still on the Mountain King. Not sure if that's the right thing either. Typical Moon plays, trying to snipe some possible mortar teams. Upgrades, how are they
Casting
looking?
some units invis here.
1-1.
a town
For-
is under
Trying
Moon?
to hide his army comp?
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe he's waiting for another Zeppelin and then wants to snipe him out of nowhere.
Or maybe it was just against the Dryads, trying to pick some of them off.
Yeah. Expansion number 2.
Retrain by the MK to clap. Is that really realistic against the demon level 5?
Either with a lot of potions, but then the first one has to have big impact.
Mount Goshox comes in again with a donation. 5 euros. Wikipedia says its ability type is physical, but its damage type is magic.
Oh, Wikipedia is oftentimes right because they get their info from the world editor. I trust Wikipedia over pretty much everything. So, thank you, Mount Gosh, twice.
A town is under siege.
Mountain King got level 5 is an issue. Rifleman, piercing damage is invisible. Breaker line, not too stable, I'd say.
Player's
Crack
forces
shots
are
coming,
under
inner
attack.
fire coming. And how's Moon's Dispel looking? Decent amount of Dryads. Wisp must be there, though.
A town is under siege.
Good position here for Moon, as far as actual army positioning goes. Because if Chaemiko was to leave his natural, he's going to attack right away. Chaemiko banked a lot of gold, though, going into high upkeep right now. Producing mortar teams. We, of course, know how good their frag shards are. But does he even have the upgrade yet?
It's coming. Oh no, then he researched it. We're waiting for inner fire. And then he might be able to fight. Frag shards is a big buff to this army once.
Oh, right. The
3 to 4.
invis on the MK. Oh, I forgot about that. If that is perfectly done by Chaemiko, that can be really good. Clap, invis.
Yeah.
Invis from the Sorks does not have fate time.
Also, he has an invul. He has a potion. This should be 3 claps then. But Moon is expanding everywhere.
Classic Moon. $96 supply for Chaemiko.
2
But what
upgrades
if
soon
that
for Moon.
attack doesn't work?
Moon has no TP. Only a stab.
With all these bases coming up, can't Moon just look for the run-bys over and over? Like, whenever Chaemiko moves out, tries to attack a base, just counterattack him at the expo?
I guess that's exactly what he's doing. Paladin, the third hero. Chaemiko at 100 supply.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and he catches the bears. Tinker has to TP out of this. There's no way he can fight. Can he? Yep.
Detonate was okay, but only one. Demon Hunter is into the fight
Invis?
now.
Okay, double stab.
Moon's
Alright.
TP is on the Tinker, by the way. But yeah, that's a big human death ball. Can he take out 3 bases? 2 bases. With mortar teams, chances are that's happening.
Chaemiko not mining at all. Not mining in high upkeep. Moon also in high upkeep. Fun first map here in our best of 5.
We go all out. So, let's see the strength of mortar teams. It's only 1-0 upgrade, but inner fire is pretty much a second upgrade. Mountain giants, no sticks, only 2 bears. Damage against structures, not that great. Blizzard prevents the repair. The first base for Moon is down.
Oh my god, Chaemiko didn't bring a TP. Chaemiko didn't bring a TP! Oh no.
I guess he has to walk all the way back and then Moon just TPs away. Mountain King trying to defend this alone, but okay, that was his last bit of mana. Needs to use the potion soon. Now we have siege sticks. But Chaemiko is there. No, or he needs repair. Like ASAP. Clap was good, but no repair. No repair, he just let this town hall die. And no losses for Moon.
Moon with all his experience, getting a big lead now this game. He hasn't taken a real fight yet this match, but somehow he finds himself way ahead, killing that natural.
He didn't need a fight. But okay, second base gonna be wiped out. Moon on 1 base, Chaemiko on 0. Goal difference almost equalized. Ooh, we can't really power build because his... Oh, TP?
When the TP comes in, Moon looking for the fight in the middle of everything!
On immediately burning the Mountain King. He has no mana. He has no value in this fight.
Also burning the AM, not having too much mana himself anymore. More teams trying to connect, but the Dryads positioned way in the back.
Mortars can't do
falling
anything.
back to the bridge.
So hard to kite against the cluster rockets if you can't spam them. Knights are not a real front line. Mortar team shoot now. Blizzard on his own knight dying there. Of course, the breakers have to endure this. But Moon's just moving forward. The Paladin is dead. The Fairy Dragons have a wonderful position in the north. Rifles take them out now. Invis saves the Mountain King close to level 5. Resurrection on the Demon Hunter. Didn't see... Oh wait, what was that? Was it the Paladin? Oh yeah, it was the Paladin. He had Yang. But that's GG. That's too much. That's game for Moon. All his experience.
Yeah, really well played. Not the thickest micro moves or anything, but just strategically very smart. Realizing Chaemiko wanted to go for that tier 2 70 timing, and Moon being in multiple places at the same time, threatening bear drops, Demon Hunter harassing the natural, buying more and more time. And Chaemiko should have, I guess, rather gone Blood Mage and tier 3 earlier. There would have been a better transition for him, a more patient play, Blood Mage tier 3, and perhaps a third base. Maybe the better choice.
Yeah, or try a TP as well. I think in a base race, he has the better odds even. At one point, Moon has to TP home, of course. Oh. Yeah, but okay, that was Terranos stand. Moon not going for Warden here. Quite a sign. Next one is Chaemiko's map, and that is CH.
Yeah, Human, most recently, has been looking especially scary against Nilov, in my opinion, on one base. One base pushes, just AM, creep up, get to tier 2, and then push on tier 2 either with a Naga or with a Blood Mage. Blood Mage being the new thing on the block, especially for Infi and TH. And this is normally a one base map. Now, you can play fast expansion here as Human, but usually we see the one base preferred, so this should be a very different map too.
Okay. 1-0 lead. Nothing is over for Chaemiko, that's for sure. I'm still trying to fix the freaking flag, but no luck so far.
It's gonna be a lot of YouTube comments.
Casters don't even know. Best Warcraft player of all time.
How embarrassing.
You know what? I make it easy for myself now. Google Korea flag Korea. I put it onto that. Okay.
We're loading into map 2. So far, Moon's repertoire of strategies hasn't been too insane. We haven't seen Panda first, Tinker first, anything so far outside the ordinary. Just really solid, smart, tactical play on map 1 that got him the victory there, which seemingly Chaemiko wasn't ready for. His game plan, the mid-game tier 2 push, was thwarted. Wasn't even allowed, actually. And Moon takes the lead, but it is a long series. Best of 5. Chaemiko may very well come back. This Cinderella story can still come true. Protonic, thank you for the 9-month resub, says, love you guys. Thanks for all your work. And Donald Trump fan with a €1 Bulgarian Moon. Yeah, Moon looking good here once again. Lolite proclaimed that this should be an easy tournament win for Moon. Wouldn't say easy, but he certainly looked really strong there in game 1, knowing exactly when to buy time, when to counterattack, and when to finally force a fight. Take a fight, rather. Moon only took one real fight that entire game, and won that one quite convincingly. Whoa. Warden on Concealed.
Whoa. Okay.
I think that's the first time I see her here. How are you gonna make her work on Concealed? This is a horrible map for creeping early on.
Almost AP pushing, and a lot of people liked Warden with AP pushing, but I don't know.
Is he having the hard read that Chaemiko is gonna fast expand, so he's gonna have time? What if Chaemiko just level 2 plays aggressively? Like Infi likes to do in TH.
Yeah.
The town is under
Is Chaemiko a player for that, though? So far, Moon's reads were all right.
Yeah, true. The Demon against the MK worked out really well in that game. Interesting. So lab creep, by the way, for Chaemiko, calling 5 militia for this. Will be delaying the tech a little bit, but not by too much.
Second engine of war, bottom right.
A player's forces
Yeah, I like
are
that.
under
I
attack.
think
That's
you
the way
need
to
that
creep. Yeah.
with the Warden. Warden normally a hero who doesn't do well in one base games.
He detonated against the Water Elemental, by the way. Lack of damage and a little bit more experience for that Warden. Greater healing helps against the Shadow Strike, and of course that Wisp gave away the position as well. Not in time to steal that one, but level 2. Shadow Strike and Fan. Very early decision against the best surrounder in the game. That might backfire.
It's a lot of peasant kills though. This should be at least 3 falling.
The town is under siege.
Another Fan.
Yeah. At It's a lot of mana committed, but he gets 3 peasants, one of them denied. Chaemiko could still tech right now. He's making more peasants. Is he really playing 2 base? Why isn't he just playing 1 base pressure?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, 3 peasants in queue.
Ooh,
He wants to expand.
So late. Archmage moving over to the middle. Is that even necessary? I don't know. Engine of War is making his way over to creep the natural, and with all the peasant kills, it gets him close to 3.
Wait a minute. Lumber mill coming for Chaemiko. Is he gonna tower push?
Tier 1?
He's gonna tower push. Oh my god.
TP sold. Boots and dust.
Okay.
What?
Wow. Tier 1 tower push. Haven't seen this in forever.
On one of the biggest maps we have. Speaking of curveballs.
Town is under siege.
Is that level 3 for the Warden here? At the natural?
I don't think so.
I think it's quite enough. It's gonna be close though.
Okay, here we go. First Moonwell down. Moon is supply stuck. Has to defend with what he has. The second Engine of War doesn't help him at all. And that's of course less regen.
Oh, nice tower
Chaemiko,
position.
he's towering this up. That's what got him famous. Back to basic, I guess.
Moon needs to keep this Moonwell alive, but it's so many footies. It's too many. Too much damage.
Necessary number of footmen. Moon will be supply stuck forever. First scout tower, second scout tower, and an arcane.
Chaemiko forgot about the defend though. He forgot about defend. He could have gotten it. Maybe he was trying to save the resource for the towers.
Yeah.
Footies are dying quick. The Warden's level 3. Footmen falling one after the next with there being no defense. Like the shop coming up, protecting these towers more. Chaemiko has to buy time for the towers, but it's only the AM at this point holding on.
I think, yeah. Chaemiko can heal, of course. Towers at 50-70%.
AM
of
taking
Night
quite a bit of
hits
damage, but he has the big
hard.
healing.
Needs to commit to it soon. He's getting quite some experience, and that is level... Oh, the heal!
Oh
at
my
the
god, that's
Moonwell
safe.
Preventing level 3. Fan of Knives at the workers.
But
Now though, right?
2 towers
It
up.
has to
3
be.
towers up. At level 3 AM.
And now he has the Sanctuary of Towers and Shop. That
Okay, Moon.
changes everything.
Moon, you genius. How do you get out of this situation?
Panda,
A player's forces are under
he's tier 2. He rebuilt the Moonwells pretty much everywhere. 3 towers. And the Warden can't dive because of the Arcane. She relies on her mana so hard. Nighttime, it's 320. Not gonna last forever.
This tree is done for. Pit Lord. Long
Okay.
range, rain of fire. But he's getting arcane burned.
That's
Almost
one.
only one.
I think he's even saving a peasant or 2.
The tower positioning so good. Protected from the Warden.
Chaemiko is not attacking, so can't go for potions, but regen scrolls and clarities.
It's about to hit daytime though, and this is where this gets even worse for the Night Elf.
Yep, no mana regeneration on the Moonwells anymore. And the Warden is completely dry. GG! Chaemiko with an old school tier 1 Archmage Tower Rust, ladies and gentlemen, ties up the series. You called it. It's not gonna be a 3-0. It's not another clean sweep by Moon. That was so unusual.
Well done by Chaemiko. Unusual punish, exactly. Nobody really does this anymore. But if one guy knows how to play tower push, it's Chaemiko and Infi. And that was really well done. Perfect position on the towers. Abusing the Warden's greed to want to creep so much. And now we have a 1-1. One could say we're down to a best of 3.
Who would that one be? Maybe are you talking about yourself?
Plenty of people do that, actually. Amazonia, our smallest map in the pool. What are we gonna see here? We have seen plenty of humans, Nihils, excuse me, attempt the Warden here as well. With moderate success. Moon was able to do it against Sok in the group stage, right? Yeah, he was. But I think that was more because of Sok's mistakes, honestly.
Chaemiko faced the Night Elf as well. That was Remind. And he destroyed him pretty easy, without towers even. And Moon takes his time. He always takes his time.
Yeah. At least the replay isn't too long, so...
Yeah, I mean, what's there to
soon.
analyze, really? I don't think this will happen in the previous games, and there he is. Moon entered the game. Go, go!
Ready, about to start map 3. And the countdown begins.
Who gets the match point in New Year's Cup 2020? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Did we mention the map? It's Amazonia. Which should come as no surprise.
What's Moon gonna play here? As the first hero. I was kind of expecting one cavern build in this best of 5. Normally this isn't exactly the map to do this on, as the first Ancient of War Lightning Shield Creep is so good for your altar hero.
In the 7-0, by the way, Moon played Keeper, Warden, Demon Hunter, Beastmaster, Dark Ranger, Panda, Firelord first, and he won every single game.
He did. But Chaemiko is playing much better than that today, and has been for a while. Tinker and Firelord first are not going to work anymore.
Just saying that it is an option. Normal Engine of War, normal altar, no Tavern build here. Again, question, Demon Hunter, Keeper, Warden.
Yeah, what's he gonna pick? So it seemed like the Demon earlier was supposed to be the hard counter to the MK first. MK first, certainly not gonna be the pick here. So this could be a Warden, but it's a hard map for a Warden. I would like to see the Demon again. I think he is your best shot on this map.
Warden.
It's the Warden,
See
okay.
it more and more and more. That Night Elves play Warden everywhere. And they get better with it.
Alright, so it makes sense that he watched the replay. Doesn't want to get punished by that tower push again.
Yeah, it could definitely happen
could
here again.
very well play the same tower push.
Yes.
Again, 2 games in a row.
It would even hit harder. But he would have a Shredder against him then maybe later. We will watch out for a Lumber Mill. That's for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Warden's biggest weakness here on this map is the level 3 acquiring is quite hard. Level 2 is super easy, but if the human applies pressure, getting to level 3, very hard for that Warden. Of course, the same will be the case then for the AM as well, if the human plays aggressively, but AM, he's fine on level 2 with a good number of footies. The Warden, she really isn't. Starts off with the ring. Not her favorite item.
No deny though. No lightning shield against the casters. Claws for Chaemiko is nice. So far, no Lumber Mill. Also, low number of
Player's forces are under
3,
attack.
8. Not the highest number of peasants. Subs production. Okay, now continues it again. The
Wisp
Warden.
detonate this time does not lead to a water elemental kill and more experience. Footy sent out already, anticipating a Mercamp pull.
Rightfully so. 2 Wisps here and the Footman here. That's a lot of
Quick reactions
commitment.
by the Footy. Not even easily giving a Shadow Strike target.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to see by Chaemiko. Aggressive play. Don't let this Warden do what she wants.
Tech tier 2. Okay. Mixes it up again. No expansion, no tower push, one base play, and this could very, very well be a Blood Mage second now.
Early defend. I like that as well. Yeah, Blood Mage or Alchemist both can be really good answers to the Warden. And MK, if you go for that hero, can't be burned, but takes a very long time to come online. Not something you normally want to give to the Warden.
Are under attack.
Last time in Amazonia, by the way, as they met, Moon played completely different as well, with the Keeper Panda combo. And then, of course, no Blood Mage, but Mountain King against this. So, can the Warden steal? Will the Warden steal?
Didn't get it yet. No reveal. Wisps coming in for the detonate. Warden gets the last hit with the Shadow Strike. All about the experience. Gets the Water Elemental as well. 2.5 on the Warden.
That's big. No reveal here. Warden walks this off. One more archers come in, but we do have defenders, you mentioned. Tier 2 pretty much at the same time. Hunterfall is coming as well. I'm finding more experience for this
Chaemiko not getting a dust in time. I think that is starting to punish him.
Yeah.
He's starting to get punished for, rather. Well, the Warden is hurt, but again, Shadow Meld can be used. And she loves trading hits with the AM. She has Moonwells, the AM doesn't.
So tanky with all the items. So, Blacksmith early shop up for some healing. But, I mean, Chaemiko prevented level 3.
Yeah. And this is looking like an Alchemist game now. With the footies and the AM so hurt.
Footies
About
are
to reach
quite
tier
healthy,
2.
you know? I mean, you can go for a Region Scroll with that early shop and still go Blood Mage.
Yeah, but if he goes for Alchemist, he can keep the pressure up in the middle.
But the middle belongs to Moon. What's it gonna be? Okay, we were right. Naga against this.
AM comes in from the side, but still a little bit hurt. Chaemiko should probably call Militia here. No, not yet. Wants to... Okay, call some.
Players' forces are under attack.
The Warden chases the AM, but that's the Warden again, not creeping. It's the Naga and the Archers.
Yeah.
Creeping with the Ancient of War at the Kobolds.
Ooh, Heal Spray doesn't save this Footman, but yeah, it's a Naga second and one Footman kill. That's not the impact you want. Now creeping with that Naga, waiting for the lures, but Chaemiko's army is going to be pretty powerful with the Rifleman. Does he have the first one? Not yet.
A player's forces are
Not
under
the
attack.
second.
Chaemiko comes in for a bit of a flank. No Militia here.
There's good mana for more heal spray.
Warden is so tanky. 11 armor,
Yeah,
750 HP.
Acid Bomb will help. Naga, despite the leveling, still level 1. No Fog Lightning to use. Now the first Rifleman.
Yeah, and Priests coming as well, that's a big deal. For more healing, and soon to be coming in, certainly also... Sorceresses.
I mean, stalling at this moment is good trades for Chaemiko. The longer there's no level 3 on the map, better it is.
Yeah.
As long as he has level 2, which he does.
Every second that goes by here in the mid game is good for Chaemiko. Every Priest coming, every Rifle coming is a big upgrade. What's Moon gonna get? A Dryad? Does that do much? I don't know.
He's teching.
A player's forces are under attack.
So that's about it.
Naga and the Archers in the north looking for some reinforcements. Looks like trying to catch out some stragglers. And now Chaemiko has lost vision. He's expecting Moon to be creeping here at the Merchant, but that's not the case. Now he sees the Naga in the main. Oh, could be Zeppelin drop time. Classic Moon play.
Oh, tower, no tower, nothing. And the priest says hello.
A player's
And the
forces
priest
are
says
under
goodbye. So we go for the counterplay.
Under attack in the main. Forces the TP back from the Warden. Chaemiko moves back here as well. Small armies. For Chaemiko, a lot of his 46 supply is still either in production or on the way. Lots of healing for that rifle. Important unit.
Invests a lot of mana into it, but the Shadow Strike will bury him most likely. All the priests do a phenomenal job, but I doubt that. Second rifle comes in to deal with the Dryads. Good micro by Moon, steps it away, gets the priest. And he burns through his entire mana for this one rifleman, and in the end, Moon gets it. But it's still not level 3.
Got a priest and a rifle. Not too bad for Moon.
Militia. He calls a lot of militia, now sends them back. Weird.
Yeah. Just for fighting, not for towering.
Back and forth it goes. Moon holding on until the Master Bears are there.
Especially losing that first priest did hurt. There's a second one out now. Redo for the Warden.
Thank you, Billy Blaze, for the 4-month reset.
Another kill. Almost level 3. One more kill for the Warden. She's level 3 and has the level 2 fan.
Pretty much no progress on this Alchemist. And more militia coming. Item-wise, we have nothing. Moon. Ah, okay. Now he loses a Dryad. Was about to say, like, he saves them all.
Also round on the bear. Gets it. Of course he does.
How is that even
Zeppelin.
possible?
Almost. Big kill. Really big kill.
We do have Reju, but there... Okay, there's no dispel. It's coming, though. Long rifle upgrade is done. So we have 600 range, and the damage gets more.
Would love to see a shop from Chaemiko. That would be such a nice play now.
We get a tower to fall back into, and then backed up by a shot by, yes, detonate really good. But the second bear is falling. Another detonate to get rid of these watermen. There was big mana invested, and no one survives. That's finally level 3 for the level 2 fan.
Takes out quite a few footies. 3 to fall. A fourth one about to die. Shadow Strike used. Warden using a lot of her mana.
It's close-ish to nighttime.
Players' forces are under attack.
Chaemiko, second game with a tower. No tower to back this up. Ancient Falls, Archmage 3. Could be Aura 2. But he goes Watling.
The fan hits again. And it hits big.
Is there more? No. No. Moon is burning through this now with a level 2 fan, bringing it in, and Chaemiko knows he can't withstand the damage of bears and level 2 AoE from Moon. And the 5th race takes map number 2, and therefore, match points.
Super strong game by Moon. He was under so much pressure that game. The Warden was stuck on level 2 forever. It was really easy to die to that footman rifle pressure with a priest in there. Got some crucial kills, holds on, and yeah, gets the 2-1 lead. It looked like Chaemiko was playing the right style, was playing aggressively, didn't let the Warden unfold. But at the end, Moon still does it.
Yeah. Match points for him would be quite a nice sign here for him to set the pace for 2020. Maybe the most important year for Warcraft 3, with Reforged, with EPT, with, of course, WGL, WCG pretty much confirmed another edition as well. And he wants to stay the number 1 Warcraft player in the earning rankings with all the prize money that is coming in.
Last Refuge. Our next map. Is this Warden again? Is this what the Night Elf meta is nowadays? Always play Warden,
Yeah,
unless he's playing MK?
This the MK, actually.
And you know, in the past we said, yeah, Moon's a decent Warden player, but he's not an insane Warden player. But that AZ game especially, I feel it was really well done with the Warden, holding on especially how he needed to.
We said this already in the group stage about him. There it showed. Was it against Sock? I think it was. That was insane. Moon's control there. So, Chaemiko is starting off in the bottom left, Moon in the upper right. Match points for the legend. And the underdog has to fight uphill now.
We're not gonna have a tavern build here. Seems like those are not really part of the meta anymore for the time being. So what's the first hero gonna be? I'm expecting a Warden here, honestly.
Yeah.
Not too easy to make work, but is possible. Is probably gonna require 2 Ancients of War for creeping.
Years, Moon refused to play the Warden. Feels like it finally clicked. But Chaemiko should expect this. Keeper!
What?
The Keeper!
The Keeper's back in this matchup where, in my opinion, he looks by far the weakest out of all matchups. Okay. Okay. Keeper, of course, the plague of 1.30, but ever since then has been cut back down to size, you could say.
Like, on LR, we saw a lot of Demon Hunter, especially with the new Remind creep route at the natural.
A player's forces are under
To,
attack.
like, great success, I think.
Really interesting how Moon wants to make this work. Keeper used to be super easy mode to play. Nowadays, he's really hard to play successfully against human.
If one can make it work, it's certainly Moon, the innovator with this style. He was the first to introduce the Keeper on AZ, and then everyone followed.
Almost Ancient of War denied, but not quite. So, Chaemiko knows. Normally the key against Keeper is don't give him level 3 for free. That goes for pretty much any
Player's
matchup.
forces are under attack.
So level 2 aggression, I think, is what he should look for. Claws of attack +6, really nice.
Town is under
Slippers, not too bad. Early game, last hitting, denying of experience, a big deal, especially against the Keeper. Moon also claws and gloves, very good for the Keeper himself.
Tier 2 tech has started, and Chaemiko pulls Militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not too heavy of a commitment.
A
And I
player's
guess Moon
forces
has
are
enough
under
time to
attack.
counter expand.
If this should turn into 2-base game, that should bode well for the human. Because 2-base games go long with high levels, and that is not really the Keeper's forte. He
That
falls
means
off
going
quite
for it.
severely later on.
Okay. He may invite Chaemiko into game 5 with this decision.
Which I wouldn't mind.
I like my
Game
fairy
5.
tales
Players' forces
long and
are
with
under
happy endings. This tournament so far is Chaemiko's Cinderella story.
Keeper not quite level 3 yet. Chaemiko is there. Oh. Illusion of Footman, you rarely see that, so unsurprising that the Keeper wastes an entangle, but he has plenty more.
Yeah, cool little mind games. And yeah, exchanging some HP. Chaemiko, last hit. Yep, denies level 3, right?
The Keeper got it,
Ah,
but not quite enough for the level up.
Chaemiko is now revealing
Oh, the telly staff.
Sweet.
Wait,
Whisper
there's two wisps here?
in, 1 detonate.
Wisps
Two
at the
detonate.
expo. Yes, somebody's listening.
Hallelujah for Remo for the 2nd time today.
A player's forces are under attack.
After being at church earlier, of course.
And that's finally level 3 for the Keeper with those 2 Water Elemental kills. And the expansion will be coming up. Okay, early game works out for him. When he goes for the Keeper, creeps at the natural early, techs quickly as well, and gets the expansion up. But that's only the first piece of the puzzle. This Keeper still is hard to make work in the late game.
He's gonna be really... Oh, Chaemiko
Players'
tried to
forces are
lure the
under attack.
creeps to the expansion, but it just barely doesn't work. And continues creeping towards level 4. Keeper wants to be a little annoying. Panda 2nd, no Alchemist.
I like that choice, I guess. Better damage if he gets the levels. No heal spray, though. Moon ready to harass the main, perhaps, the economy. Archer is also coming towards the expansion.
Player's forces are under attack.
Nice Water Elemental Scout. Is there defend? Oh, it's only coming now. Still pretty far from finishing.
And the Panda will bring in some damage. Footmen are running away, are being healed up. Quite an obvious play, though. And the lore is finished. Tier 3 on the way. This seems to be also like a new Night Elf thing, right? 1 lore into tech, into 2nd lore.
Yep, true. See that more and more. Level 2 Entangle should pretty much always lead to a kill. That's what he's going to die as well. Looking for the deny. Got it.
Chaemiko's burning through a lot of mana early here. Oh, 2nd engine of lore could be... He doesn't want to commit to this, right? Into the base. Kind of hard to make work.
Can you do it? Should be able to, yeah. Cancels that. Not too big of a deal, I think. You don't really want to go too heavy on Dryads, as they become a liability later on.
But it definitely delays stuff. Whether the dispel or the adept training for the bears or the first bear. So I think it's pretty big. Not a game-winning moment, I guess, but
A town
still.
is under siege.
He didn't invest too much into this. Except HP now. Quite some HP. Oh.
Staff in to cancel one more time.
Oh. Oh, that's a big commitment because that means he's paying with a TP.
Yeah.
And mana.
One Dryad into bears. I like that. Chaemiko being annoying, of course. As human also, you want to buy time until your tier 2 finishes. And tier 3 instantly by Chaemiko. Love this choice. MK 2nd, Sanctum, Workshop. Buying a bit more time. And all he lost was footies and a TP, I guess.
And not even too many of them. Panda is not really fat, or he just denied a lot. Could also be the case. MK 2nd, as he said. Here. So this will take some time, but then Chaemiko in the late game. How are you supposed to fight a human tier 3
With a keeper.
with a Keeper Panda?
Normally, the answer is with ultimates.
Yeah.
From that, Moon is leagues away.
I think you should just solo hero the Panda. Because there's gonna be Stormbolt against the Keeper ultimate anyway. The Panda ulti is monstrous.
I'm so looking forward to Moon's smart plays. How he's trying to outmaneuver again. I'm sure it's coming.
Yes.
Probably gonna
Wouldn't
involve some
surprise me either.
Zeppelins, some staffs.
And then
Iron Horn for the MK. That's very nice.
scouts going on everywhere, even a gyro. to prevent any kind of Zeppelin plays, which could come. SimCity started the expansion as well to wall off against bears. Moon still no second engine of lore. The first cancel wasn't cancelled, was just destroyed, so he lost all the resources, and you can see it at his lumber.
Moon tried to steal away the merchant. Nice play. Normally a camp that the MK loves to pick up. They're gonna kind of trade half-half. MK's gonna get the big item and level 2. Big healing. Good for him. He is the frontline tank.
Thank you, Furo Katsuragi, for the 22-month sub. GG, you too. Thanks for your work. Keep it up. Will do, will do. Cannon Tower by Chaemiko, even.
Against Bear Siege? That's kind of good, actually.
Especially with frag shards. Gonna be great.
True.
Paladin
Which is
coming.
upgrading right now.
Exactly.
Forces are under attack.
Chaemiko and his
also
cannon towers
coming.
today.
That cannon tower actually won him the first map.
First 1-0, yes. So Archmage sent away as he got level 4. Nice full experience for this MK. Red spot for Moon. Brilliance Aura. Ancient Django, also not too bad. Good synergy with the Dryad Slow. When is Chaemiko's push coming? I don't think Moon is in a position to be the active player.
Yeah. I think Chaemiko doesn't even have to push. He could go to 3 bases. I would love to see him go to 3 bases, actually. Get a Shredder now. Go to 3 bases. Get Pally. Ah, he's going Knights. Don't like that.
Expecting Mountain Giants then, I guess?
MK Clap. That's the old. That's all the front line you need, bro. MK Clap. There we go. Plus Pally.
Mountain Giant transition coming, by the way. Ooh, we're gearing up for this big tier 3 battle. Knights, Mortars, Inner Fire versus Mountain Giants, Bears, Dryads. Wonder if Moon is throwing in the Fairy Dragons again. He has an Engine of Wind already. That feels like he's the only one doing it, really?
Yeah, it would be the perfect call. Because there's no rifles in this army, which... I can't understand. They're like the best units in the game. But Chaemiko wants to have knights instead. That makes... Certainly for easier microing. Doesn't have to kite so hard. So here we go. Chaemiko goes towards the expo. He has TP to get out if he should need to. He has 76 supply, but he doesn't look it with that push.
3 Mortars? Is that enough? Moon can't go into this choke, has to reposition, needs to use this choke. Block a line, not the greatest yet. But with Inner Fire, they might hold. Okay, opening up that choke. I like that. And again, oh, that clap against the Wisp. That might be a game changer here. How often did the detonates decide Moon fights today?
It's only level 1 clap, though. It's not that good. Dryads still surviving.
Doesn't hit the water elemental. Doesn't hit the... Okay, he hits a lot now. Everything dry for Chaemiko.
Nice position for Chaemiko. He's protecting his mortars very well in the back. The frag shot's doing tons of damage. Panda up in the air, and that's the level up for the MK. He gets to 3, but doesn't actually have much mana left at all, thanks to all those detonates. Invul potion though, and Moon's army is falling. Going smaller and smaller, but Moon forces the TP back. Chaemiko falls back to the expansion of his, healing up there. But that was a good trade for Chaemiko. He's still kind of rich. He could still go to 3 bases.
Oh, the peasants donated. That's level 4 Panda. He burned through a lot of consumables as well. Doubles. Oh, only 1 scroll? Okay, that's a little surprising. 1 knight is stuck, even though it doesn't look like it. Can't afford it though. Thank you, Margron, for the 23-month resub. No level 5 hero for Moon yet. That's the most important thing. But double heal scroll stolen. And the one of the wind is gone. So control in the Panda will be lacking. Oh, I love that opening here.
This game is starting to remind me of Terranos, though. Why is Chaemiko so impatient? Why does he keep on pushing? Why isn't he going to 3 bases? He has the better late game.
checking for another expansion. He lost so many peasants now that I don't think he can afford an expansion.
He's got 1,000 lumber. I think he can. Alright, in we go. Quite a few fairy dragons involved. And the wisps again. Big detonates.
He's constantly fighting without mana because Moon is just so good with the wisps and the fairies. Look at them. The priests, if they heal now, they're getting killed. But the mortars with the AoE, look at the frag shots in the back. He can reach the Dryad there out of this fight. Mountain King hurt. Breath of Fire, Holy Light against it. Still holding on to that invul. Heal Scroll on the side of Chaemiko and the Paladin level 2.
But Moon is pushing this back, isn't he? Moon is pushing this back, killing more knights. No answer to these fairies at all. The MK in trouble. Can he give over something? Mountain King about to fall. A few more right clicks and Moon gets the kill. Level 5 on the Keeper now.
The best choke possible, but without the second hero. Moon about to win the New Year's Cup. What a start to the year. And he kills more. And the Keeper with the disable. The Fairy Dragons bring the victory. Chaemiko down to 71. Moon used double heal scroll. No, one heal scroll only.
Chaemiko getting severely punished for his impatience. Didn't really need to attack in there, but he did. And lost the Mountain King. About to lose more. Moon with some crucial moves. These fairies brilliant, and so were the wisps as well. Finding more and more kills. More teams are very protected back here. But the Panda does reach a few small crits even coming out.
He's burning. He's breaking through. Floodgates open. These mortars all falling to the fairies. Kind of MVPs for me in this game. Level 5 on the Panda. The Paladin falls. There's no rescue anymore. Chaemiko. Silver medal is all you get today. GG! It wasn't a 3-0, but it was only a tower rush that got him one map. Moon wins New Year's Cup 2020 and is $3,500 richer.
The stronger player today, the smarter player today, the more patient player today. Chaemiko still a big success for him, but this could have been his tournament. A bit more patience, a bit more willingness to go tier 3, and a bit more willingness to go 3-base ultra late game. Why not, Chaemiko? Why not? Human is the best race to do that with. But he's going to learn from this series.
Yes.
Certainly. He's going to take a look at that, figure out what went wrong, and become better, even stronger than he was showing here in 2020. Chaemiko's run here was really strong, taking out Infi, taking out 1-2-0 twice, and also defeating Remind very convincingly with a 2-0. But it's not yet enough for Moon.
No. But it's a cool sign. It's, of course, support for him as he has $2,000 for the early month of the year, especially since he has no team anymore. There was an exclamation mark. He should be signed. He should get the support and a little more stability with that prize money. Also, he was far behind Sock and Fortitude in the battle of the third best human in Asia. So that's a sign for the others as well. Don't underestimate him. Thank you, Stillschweigen, for the 16-month resub. Yeah. The 6 S's we have in the scene could get shaken up this year with Romantic having such a good year, or WGL third place, Chaemiko now with a great start here. Interesting things happening in the Warcraft scene. That was the second major, and we're gonna have way more. So
Yeah.
in 1.5 hours. Oh, what? Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.